have a secret. Whenever I touch someone, I can see the face of the person they love most in their heart. Ever since Peter moved next door when I was 7, his heart held only me. At 18, when he first took my hand, it was me. At 22, when he proposed, it was me. On our wedding night, when he kissed me, it was still me. On the morning of our 3rd anniversary, I was adjusting his collar. As my fingers brushed his Adam's apple, I habitually closed my eyes. I saw 2 faces. One was mine. The other belonged to a complete stranger. That night, Peter's phone screen lit up. Thanks for spending the day with me, Peter. 21 years. This was the first time my gift had ever shown me another face. For our anniversary, I had booked a table at a quiet restaurant a month in advance. I wore the red dress he had once praised, and the pearl earrings he had given me. At 6 in the evening, just as I was putting on the second earring, my phone rang. Last-minute business trip, Valerie. I won't make it back tonight. His voice was rushed, and he hung up before I could reply. It was the first time he had ever hung up on me first. I stared at my reflection. My best friend, Serena, called later, offering to keep me company. She drove over and took me to a steakhouse downtown. But as she pulled into the parking lot, my hand froze. Through the large glass window, I saw Peter. He was sitting at a table by the window. Opposite him sat a young woman with deep dimples when she laughed. Peter reached across the table, his thumb gently wiping a smudge of cream from the corner of her mouth. It was a gesture he had done for me since we were 18. Serena saw them too, preparing to storm inside. I held her back. Don't, I said softly. At 11 that night, Peter came home. He brought a bouquet of red roses. After his shower, he wrapped his arms around me from behind. I'm so sorry about today, Valerie. I promise I'll make it up to you soon. I closed my eyes. 2 faces flickered in my mind. Mine and that other woman's. Once he fell asleep, I picked up his phone. The password was still my birthday. A contact named Sienna was pinned to the top. The messages began 6 months ago, shifting from formal work updates to daily banter. The latest text was from that evening. Thanks for spending the day with me, Peter. I put the phone back. Peter rolled over, pulling me into his chest. Who did you spend the day with? I whispered. A client, he mumbled. The next afternoon, I went to his office. In the elevator, I ran into Sienna. She recognized me instantly. Hi, Mrs. Peter. I'm Sienna, Mr. Peter's assistant. Her phone rang and she answered. Peter? Oh. He rarely eats lunch. Just coffee, usually. It's a habit of his. In his office, Peter was buried in paperwork. I placed the thermal lunchbox on his desk. Sienna knocked and walked in. You're so thoughtful, Mrs. Peter. He mentioned wanting braised ribs last week. My hand froze as I was serving the food. Once she left, I observed. She seems to know you very well. Valerie, she's my assistant. Knowing my daily habits is her job. That night, he worked late. When I brought him milk at 10, his phone screen was glowing with a selfie Sienna had just sent. He flipped the phone face down. Just work stuff, he said. On Sunday, we arrived at the restaurant. Mr. Peter, your usual table. It was the exact spot I had seen him with Sienna. Do you bring other people here? I asked. Just clients. Why do you ask? After dinner, his phone buzzed. See you tomorrow, Peter, Sienna had written. He took my hand. Let's go home. I let him lead me, looking down at our joined hands. I closed my eyes and lightly touched his wrist. The 2 faces were still there, perfectly equal. At 11 that night, I went to his study. I could hear him on the phone, his voice carrying a soft, tender tone. Yeah. Go to sleep. We'll talk tomorrow. I miss you too. He hung up, startled to see me. Peter, there's something I need to tell you. I've had a secret since I was a child. Whenever I touch someone, I can see the face of the person they love most. He froze. When I touched you at 7,